boys and girls. Welcome to Monday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you if you're a Star Wars fan. Today we're going to dive right in because we have a lot of reading to do, and that's why I have my elephant text right here, because as soon as we start reading, we're going to annotate like we always do. So today we're going to continue reading nonfiction and focusing on text features and how they help us understand information or unknown words, tricky words, and just, find really important details. We especially want to use text features like it says right here to locate key facts or information. Like, for example, the title gives us information about what this is going to be about. So the main, kind of like giving you a clue of the main idea of the text or what the author wants you to learn about. There's headings right here, and it's a short title, which we've talked about in class, and it gives clues about what you will read in that section. Headings are really good to organize all the information you're going to write about. Photographs pretty much tell you or give you information about what things look like. If you've never seen an elephant tusk before, a photograph can help you visualize that really clearly. Captions tell us what an illustration or a photograph are showing you. They're explaining it. A diagram are drawings to show different parts of something, which is something we've talked about, like different parts of the human being, the human body, or different parts of a classroom, different parts of a computer. All those can be shown in a diagram. And a fact box is like the one we saw last week with what's in a penny. And this box has lots of interesting and important information that you should always take time to read. A lot of you over the last few months have asked me, when we read nonfiction and you see caption boxes or you see captions or you see diagrams or things that don't look like they're organized in a paragraph like this, and you ask me, do we have to read those? The answer is absolutely yes. You always read those because they contain information that may not be in these paragraphs. You learn new information, and they also help you discover what things look like or what words mean. So definitely yes, as a reader, it is your job to read every single part of books, especially when it's text features like this, and it helps you learn even more information or answer questions that you're wondering about, or are questions that you might see following this reading. So we'll see. Endangered species, the African elephant. I love elephants. I can't wait to read this. So this is a photograph, which is one of the text features that we know. Text feature right here. And it's called a photograph. You said it. This right here, see this, is another text feature, and it is a caption because it is going to tell us what we're looking at in this photograph. So image 1 right here, an African elephant in South Africa's Kruger National Park. So this is an African elephant located at South Africa's Kruger National Park. The African elephant is the world's largest mammal. Land mammal. Did you know we're mammals? We're not as big as elephants though. The African elephant is the world's largest living land animal. This is really important information because if it's the largest, then that's pretty historic. An average male stands more than 10 feet tall. It weighs between 11,000 and 14,000 pounds. That is as much as several cars, not one car, many cars, several cars. A female African elephant is a little shorter. It weighs between 8,000 and 10,000 pounds, still. We humans can weigh 200 pounds, 100 and something pounds. That's nothing compared to 10,000, 8,000 pounds. I think the main idea of paragraph 1 is that the author wants us to know that these animals are really big because it tells us the African elephant is the world's largest living land, and then it tells us little details about how big they are. He tells us, or by Gail, maybe she's a she tells us how much they weigh, how tall they are. So that's pretty much telling us, yeah, they're big. They're the largest ones. So I think this is the most important sentence because it's kind of like the main points, and the rest are like details that support this main point. Number 2, the animal's thick, wrinkled skin is dark gray. It has long white tusks. These are actually teeth. The African elephant has a long lifespan. It can live up to 70 years. We usually live, if we're healthy enough, we live 80 years, 70 something too. But in animals, it's weird to find animals that live that long. So that's why it says it has a long lifespan. So these are all pretty cool details. I think they're just explaining a little bit more about what the elephant looks like and their lifespan. Number 3. I'm going to just add, woo, the long one. Just like kind of like they weigh 11. Oh my god. That was surprising too. Apart from its tusks, which we see right here, right there, the African elephant has another special feature, its trunk. The elephant's trunk grows out of its nose and upper lip, right here, out of its nose and upper lip. The animal uses it for many things. It uses it to drink, smell, breathe, and feel. Oh my god. The elephant also uses its trunk to communicate. It can use the trunk to greet and signal to other elephants. That's true. I've seen it in documentaries, and I've also seen when tourists visit elephants that the elephants kind of reach their trunk up so that they can kind of shake their hands. So I think the main idea here is definitely that the African elephant has a trunk, and all of the rest of these things are details about why it's such a special feature in the elephant. I mean, it helps them do anything. Drink, eat, grab things, breathe, communicate. Like, they do everything with their trunk, pretty much. Let's move to the next page. Sorry, Annabella wants me to use a different color now. All right, so right here we see another text feature. We kind of see a lot of like a box, information box, right? We see photographs, we see a little heading right here, and then we see some information. Is it important to read? Absolutely. So this is the African elephant, scientific name Loxodonta africana. Range, sub-Saharan Africa. So they're mostly in Africa. That's why they're called African elephants. It's a mammal. Its height is from 8 to 13 feet. Length up to 24 feet. So that's how long they are. Diet, herbivores. So lots of plants. Status, vulnerable. So they're kind of hunted right now. So they might be close to extinction or at least endangered because a lot of people really love, if you see their tusks right here, a lot of people make jewelry out of their tusks, but usually they kill the elephants to do that. Really sad. Fun fact, an elephant's trunk is used for smelling, breathing, trumpeting, drinking, and grabbing things. The trunk contains about 100,000 different muscles. Wow. That is amazing. I'm going to take that right there. Let's go to paragraph 4, guys. African elephants are herbivores. So this is really important because it tells us what kind of food they eat. What does herbivore mean? You can cloud that word because I know that this is a tricky one. That means they mainly eat plants. So what are herbivores? It kind of gave me the answer right there. So I'm going to right there underline it because herbivore means that they eat plants. They munch on tree bark, leaves, fruits, and grasses. So these are important details, but main topic is of this paragraph, at least so far, it is the fact that they are herbivores and they eat plants. The rest are just details that support that. The elephants eat about 300 to 400 pounds of food a day. Oh my god.